Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Demon Deacons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the first crack at it here. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
They go to the counter. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Now on second and short after that pickup. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Takes the easy one to the back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Demon Deacons offense will have its first possession of the game. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Give to the running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Here comes the offense on second down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll throw it on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Quarterback on the keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Going up top on 1st down. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wake Forest!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Demon Deacons have moved it inside the 20. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
After the filthy move, he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. With the catch, it's Kane.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not...
And the ball is picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Finds him out of the backfield. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Getting some heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's a great job by the defense disguising what they're doing pre-snap to post-snap. You've got guys dropping back into zone coverage. Quarterback and offensive line think they're only rushing 3 or 4 guys max, but they blitz from the 2nd level, and that's what was able to help them get home.
The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll go right back to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll start this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And first down for the offense.
Back to the air one more time. Got the quick pass. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Got his man in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On the move, he fires. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about lofts one high indeed. And he's got it inside the 35. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. So now on comes the field goal unit. This for the lead and very likely the win. And it's right down the boulevard. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins